Hello everyone, my name is Sabrina and welcome to my channel. In today's tutorial, we will learn how to make this blanket. So as you can see, this is completely 3D. There we are. This is 3D and completely reversible. So this is that side and we flip it around and it is exactly the same. And I dare say I don't think it requires any border at all whatsoever. I think it looks good just as it is. And of course feel free to use just the one color, or you could use different colors and make it as colorful as you wish. Previously I had made one like a rainbow blanket, so every row I changed color and it was 7 colors. You can imagine just how many ends I had to sew in, but it was very effective and you can use just about any amount of colors you like, or even just the one. So let's without further ado discuss materials and pattern notes. So this for particular blanket, I am going to use some leftover yarn that I already have, of course, and I'm going to use just some DK. There we are, this bit of DK, and I'm going to use a 4mm crochet hook. Let's see if I can show it to you. Not very well, but here it is, 4mm crochet hook. And you could use absolutely any yarn you want, so long as you use the hook that is required for this yarn. Now, this pattern, the multiple stitches for this ripple blanket is multiple of 12 plus 3. For this particular blanket here, it's a really tiny one because it's for hospital beds. And in its width, it is 11 inches, and for this particular blanket I have done a chain of, let me see where my notes are. I have made a chain of, pretty sure I made a chain of 51. So I will pause and I will check. I think this type of blanket would also be ideal for scrap yarns, because you could use your leftovers and make a multicolor blanket. And of course you could make it as small or as wide as you like. So for this blanket I chained 51. And it measures, in its width it measures 11 inches, which in centimeters, I will check for you, it is 28 centimeters. But of course you could do this as wide as you like. So all you have to do is add 12 plus 12 plus 12. Is it wide enough? Or do you need more? Plus 12. So basically just a multiple number of 12 stitches until your chain is long enough. So let's begin. We are now ready to begin. We're going to start with our slip knot, and there are so many different ways to do your slip knot. But of course, use your own method or try and see what I am doing. Put my hook into this loop here, then I grab the yarn like so, and then I let go of all the loops. Then I just tighten it. There we are, but not too tight because we need it to go nicely like so around the hook. We don't want it too tight, you guys. So I am not going to do a full length blanket with you. I'm just going to do a swatch. So I am going to do multiple of 12 times 3 and plus 3. So 12 times 3 is 36, plus 3 is 39. So maybe I should get a little bit closer. Here we are. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I will carry on and do my chain until I have 39 chains, and I will join you then. We are now ready to begin on our setup row. So now that you've got your chain, I've done 39 chains, but depending on how many chains you've got, remember it is a multiple of 12 plus 3. So I've got 39 chains. So now we're going to begin. We're going to do, from the 4th chain from the hook, we are going to do a double crochet. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. It was my phone that interrupted me. So, in the 4th chain from the hook, we are going to do a double crochet. So we never count that loop as a chain. Go into this next one, and we're going to count. 1, 2, 3, and 4. In that 4th chain, we're going to do a double crochet. So to do a double crochet, you're going to yarn over, insert the hook into that chain, yarn over and pull through. You now have 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. This is how you do a double crochet. And now what we're going to do, we're going to do a double crochet in the next 3 chains. So here is the first double crochet. 1, 2, and 3. Is it even close enough for you guys to see? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do like a dip, like so here. Like a dip here, like here. So what we're going to do 2 double crochet together. And how we're going to achieve that is we're going to yarn over, insert the hook into the next chain, and start to do like you're going to do a double crochet. Yarn over and pull through. Now you're going to yarn over and pull through 2 and stop there. And you're going to do that same thing once more into the next chain. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next chain, yarn over and pull through. Yarn over and pull through 2. And now we're going to yarn over and pull 3 all loops together. And this creates this little dip here by doing some decreases. So we're going to do another decrease right now. So yarn over, insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And again, yarn over and insert the hook into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And now you've got 3 loops on the hook. So you yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. And now what we're going to do is that bit. So we're going to double crochet in the next 3 chains. So 1, 2, and 3. And now what we're going to do is this bit here where it goes up like a hill. So in here we need to do an increase. So you're going to do 2 double crochet in the next chain right here. So 1 and 2. So this is basically a whole repeat. This is a whole repeat. We start with 2 double crochet in 1 chain, then we double crochet in the next 3 chains, then we do 2 double crochet together 2 times, and then a double crochet in the next 3 chains, and 2 double crochet in the next chain. And that whole thing creates from here to here. And so if you repeat it as many times as you want, then you just get all these waves. We're going to do that one more time. So we're going to do one more repeat. So to start this particular repeat in question, all you have to do is 2 double crochet in the next chain. So 1 and 2. And now you're going to double crochet in the next 3 chains. 1, 2 and 3. Oh, and now what you want to do is some decreases. So you're going to do 2 double crochet together. So remember, you got to work in the next 2 chains and do a decrease. There we are. That's the 1 and 2 double crochet together, and you want to do that another time. So you get 2 little decreases at the bottom. There we are. And now you're going to do double crochet in the next 3 chains. 1, 2 and 3. And here you're going to do 2 double crochet in the next chain. 1 and 2. And this is a whole repeat done. So as you can see, the waves are starting to form. So I'm going to do that one last time with you, that one repeat. So in the next chain you're going to do 2 double crochet. 1 and 2. Then you're going to do a double crochet in the next 3 chains. 1, 2 and 3. Now we're going to do some decreases. So we're going to do 2 double crochet together twice. So here's 2 double crochet together once, and we're going to do that one more time. There we are. And then you're going to do a double crochet in the next 3 chains. 1, 2 and 3. When you've done all your repeats, at the end of the row you will be left with 1 chain. Into this 1 chain you want to finish that repeat. So you're going to insert 2 double crochet in that chain. So 1 and 2. The setup row is now complete, and you can see the waves are really forming nicely. So I will pause now and we will begin the first row, which is a 1 row repeat. Once you've done the first row, all the rows are exactly the same until your blanket is completely done. We are now ready to work on the first row, and it is essentially just a 1 row repeat. And to achieve this 3D look, what we're going to do is work in the back loops. And if you don't know how to do that, do not worry, it's very simple, and I will try to show you. So I will put my hook back into my loop and we will begin. To begin this first row, you gotta chain 3, and this chain 3 from now and throughout will always count as a double crochet. You turn your work around and you're ready to proceed. So this is where it's tricky. Here we are. Don't know if you can see here the stitch. The first stitch is here. It is not focusing very well. I do apologize. Right. I will come up close to show you. So this first stitch right here. Normally, to do a double crochet, you would go through here like so. So you can see both loops right here. Well, we're not going to do that this time. You see how you have the 2 loops there? You're not going to go through this loop in front, but you will go through the loop behind. The one you can see right here. We will go through here. So in there, we will do a double crochet. So you yarn over the hook and insert your hook into that loop right here. In between them, you go right in between them 2 and right through here, and you complete your double crochet. And these 2 act as 2 double crochet in 1 chain. Then we're going to double crochet in the next 3 chains, and always in the back loop. So you look here, and the next stitch is here, but remember, only and only in the back loop here. You do double crochet 1 time and then another one into the next stitch right here, a second time and another time, and always this back loop right here. By going through the back loop, this is what is going to create the ridge. I will be able to show you that very soon. So now we're going to do 2 decreases. So as before, you're going to do 2 double crochet together, but remember, just in the back loop. So here's the next stitch right here. You're going to insert your hook in here, and then you're going to pull, yarn over and pull through 2, and you're going to do that same step into the next stitch here, into the back loop right here, yarn over, pull through 2, and now to complete the decrease, you're going to yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on the hook. You're going to do another decrease, remember, always in that back loop. Then you're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and again always in that back loop. 1, 2, and whoops, 3. And now we're going to do some increases. So in the next 2 stitches you're going to do 2 double crochet. So in the next stitch, remember, back loop only, you're going to do 2 double crochet in that one. 1 and 2. And in the next stitch we're going to do the same, 2 double crochet in here. 1 and 2. And then we're going to go back down like so. So we're going to do a double crochet in the next 3 stitches. And remember, now everything has got to be done in the back loop. So now we have reached our valley here. We're going to do some decreases. So you're going to do 2 double crochet together 2 times. So here's 1. And we're going to do that 1 more time. Like so. And then you're going to do a double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and in the next stitch you're going to do 2 double crochet. 1 and 2. So I'm going to let you carry on, and I will meet you almost at the end of your row. So I've reached the end of my row and I've got 1 stitch left. And if you don't know where the last stitch is, this is the chain 3 from the previous round. So I don't know, but I don't know if you can see that clearly. Right. On top of that chain right here, you will need to do, if you turn it around, you can see here the 2 loops. There we are. And you want to insert your hook. It's terrible, it's not focusing. Come on. You want to insert your hook into that one. Let's see if it will focus now. Here. Can you see that back loop here? There. And into that one you're going to do 2 double crochet. 1 and 2. So that is that row complete. Here we are. And now you can see that the waves are quite nice, and of course you can see the ridge. You see, this is what makes it 3D. So now we are going to go on to the next row, and it is exactly the same row that you have just done now and throughout. Here we are. So to get to the next row, you're going to chain 3, and remember, this chain 3 always counts as a stitch, as a double crochet. You turn your work around and into that first stitch, and remember, always in the back loops right here, you're going to do another double crochet. And the chain 3 and the double crochet count as 2 double crochets. And now you're going to do a double crochet in the next 3 stitches. in the back loops. Remember that for this whole blanket, because every stitch will be made in the back loops. Now we're going to do some decreases. So you're going to do 2 double crochet together twice. You're going to do the first decrease. When we've got our 3 loops on the hook, we will yarn over and pull through all 3 together. And we're going to do that one more time. And now you're going to do a double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Remember, you guys, it is strictly in the back loop. And into the next stitch you're going to do 2 double crochet. 1 and 2. Here we are. Do you see? It's really nice and 3D. And so it is on the back too. There we are. So now what you're going to do is you're going to carry on into the next stitch. This is the repeat. And the next stitch you're going to do 2 double crochet. And then you're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches. When you get to the valley right here, you're going to do 2 decreases. So you're going to do a 2 double crochet together in the next 2 stitches. That makes a decrease. And you're going to do that one more time. 2 double crochet together in the next 2 stitches. And now you're going to work back up to the heel. So you're going to double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and in the next stitch you're going to do 2 double crochet. So you will be right here, shall we say. So then you need to start again with your 2 double crochet in 1 stitch, and then double crochet in the next 3 stitches, and so on. It's basically just that all the way through. And the finished product will be that. So to begin with, I did do 51 chains, and it measures 11 inches in its width, or 28 centimeters. And the length of it, I will pause now and I will tell you how many rows I've made and how much it measures. So the length I've done was 29 inches long, which is 74 centimeters, and I've done 52 rows to achieve that. And remember that all the stitches have to be worked in the back loops only, every single row, back loops only. So now I'm going to do a few more rows, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the edging. So you have an option here for edging. You could just leave your edgings as they are, and it will just be like a wavy blanket, you know, just very wavy. Or you could do what I did, which I kinda like, you know, you just put some edgings there so that it's flat. But this is all up to you. This is the bottom edge, and the top edging is here. And I think it looks pretty neat as well. But this is completely optional. You do not have to do that at all. So I'm going to pause now, and I'm going to do a few more rows on this little bit here. I will do it long enough so then I can show you how to do the edgings. So I will pause and I will be right back. So for the purpose of this blanket, I think I've done this piece long enough. There we are. In total I've done 4 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here we are. And now I will begin with the edging. I will start with the top edging. So here's the top right here, and it is very, very easy, you guys. So to begin with, I will pause and I need to quickly check my notes. Okay, so we are now ready to start on the top edging. So we're going to chain 1 and turn our work around. And remember, we are strictly working in the back loops only. In the first stitch, we're going to slip stitch in the back loop. Slip stitch. In the next stitch, we are going to do a single crochet. Single crochet in the next back loop. And now we're going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Remember, in the back loops. So here's 1, 2, and 3. And into the next 2 stitches, which are at the valley right here, we are going to do a double crochet in the next 2 stitches. 1 and 2. And now we need to go back up. So we are going to half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, oh sorry, half double crochet. I just did a double crochet, so sorry about that. So 1, oh, 2 and 3. In the next stitch, we're going to do a single crochet. Remember, back loop only. And in the next stitch, we're going to do a slip stitch. And we're going to repeat that whole sequence. And as you can see, it is making a nice flat edging. So I'm going to do that one more time. In the next stitch, you're going to do a slip stitch. In the next one, you're going to do a single crochet. And then you're going to do a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3. And the next 2 stitches, you're going to do a double crochet. 1 and 2. Now you're going to do a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And in the next stitch you're going to do a single crochet. And next stitch just a slip stitch. And you're going to repeat that whole sequence, and I will meet you when I've got 1 stitch left. I've come to the end of my row and I've got 1 stitch left. And in the last stitch we are simply going to do a slip stitch. So you're going to find the back loop right here, slip stitch, and that's it. Your edging is now done. Can you see? It's nice and straight. So you are ready to fasten off. You will do like you're going to do a chain, like so, and cut your yarn. And then you just let go. That's it. It's the end of this edging. I will try and zoom out a little bit. There we are. This is the end of that top edging. So now You can see the difference. Either you want a wavy edging, or do you want a straight edging? It is entirely up to you. Now I will pause, and when I come back I will show you how to do the bottom edging. We are ready to work on the bottom edging. So we're going to do a slip knot. And what you're going to do is flip this blanket, however big your blanket is, of course, because this is just a little sample. You will flip it around like so, and you will attach your yarn on at the first chain that you made, because now what we're going to do, we're going to work where the chain was. So right now it really doesn't matter about back loops at all, because all you have to do is work on the chain, like here. You see where the chain is? This is where you're going to work into the chains. So you're going to insert your hook into that very first chain right here and attach your yarn. Once you've done that, you're going to chain one and another one, because this is going to work as a double crochet. So I'm doing a chain 2, but if you want to do a chain 3, that's fine, because that replaces a double crochet. And for me, I find that a chain 2 works just as good as with a chain 3. Sometimes with a chain 3 you might see like a little gap in between the 2 stitches, and I don't like that so much. So for me, chain 2 is good. And into the next chain you're going to do a half double crochet. And you're going to do a half double crochet in the next 2 chains. So in total it's a number of 3 half double crochet. 2 and 3. The table is creaking. Okay. So in the next chain you're going to do a single crochet, and now you're going to do a slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, and it's right at the top, you see. So slip stitch in the next 2 stitches, 1 and 2. There we are, you see it's nice and flat. Okay, so now in the next stitch you're going to do a single crochet. I should say chain, shouldn't I? They are chains. Now you're going to do a half double crochet in the next 3 stitches. Chains, sorry. 1, oh dear me, 2 and 3. Now we are at the bottom of the valley here, so we're going to do a double crochet in the next 2 chains. 1 and 2. And the next 3 stitches we're going to do 3 half double crochet. Chains, that is, not stitches. Geez, sorry about that. There's 1, 2 and 3, and when you get to the top of this valley, this hill I should say, the next chain you're going to do a single crochet, and the next chain you're going to do a slip stitch. So here we are now, and basically you're going to do that all the way through. So in the next chain you're going to do a slip stitch, In the next one you're going to do a half double crochet and another 2 half double crochets, so 1 and 2, and then you're going to do a double crochet in the next 2 chains, 1 and 2, and the next 3 chains you're going to do a half double crochet, 1, 2 and 3, and the next chain you're going to do a single crochet, and in the next chain you're going to do a slip stitch like so. When you get to the end of your row, you will not have a lot to do. I've got that much to do, just a half a repeat. So you're going to do in the next chain a slip stitch. Then you're going to do a half double crochet and the next 3 chains. 1, 2 and 3, and when you get to your last stitch you just do a double crochet, and then you're done. You just cut your yarn and pull the yarn through, and this is what you get. So now we have reached the end of this tutorial. I hope you've enjoyed it and found it easy enough to follow the instructions. As you can see, it really is completely 3D and reversible. And I do like the edgings when they are flat, but of course this is completely optional, where you can just have some nice wavy edgings. I like both, but of course I do like to have several options, and it is for you guys to decide which edging you want. So thank you very much for joining me on this tutorial. I hope you will click the like button and feel free to make any comments at all whatsoever. I always look forward to your comments. If you haven't done so already, please click the subscribe button, and next to the subscribe button there's a bell which will notify you when I upload new videos. And there we are. Thank you very much, and until the next time, happy knitting and crochet everybody!